أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al Quran the Easy Way, course 2, page 2, pointer D. We have divided each page into four parts A, B, C, D. Now this time we are doing the second page, so it had four parts 2A, 2B, 2C, D. And today we are doing the 2D, mean we will complete inshallah today this page. Same way we have divided the grammar also on this pattern 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D. Today we'll cover the 2D grammar. In this course, we will study five first pages of the Mus'haf of the first Jews. They have Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah Al-Baqarah and concerned with the Hadayat or Muttaqeen, Kafirin, Munafiqeen, Dawatul Quran, and at the end we will study Hazrat Adam alayhi salam about them. So we keep these five pages on our right hand like that. On thumb, we have the first page, and on the little finger, we have the fifth page. The first page pointers are praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. Let's one more. Praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. In short, we can say praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Praise, dua, guidance, and attributes. Let's to see the pointers for the page 2. The pointers for the page 2, first pointer is no guidance for coffee. Second is no guidance for munafiq. Third one is traps and foods. And last one is double face. We will study this last one today. So keeping on the hand, we can see the second page pointers are what? No guidance for coffee, no guidance for munafiqeen because crabs and foods and double face. No guidance for coffee, no guidance for munafiqeen because crabs and foods and double face. In short, we can say what kafirin, munafiqeen, crabs and double face. Kafirin, munafiqeen, crab and double face. Let's to take the today's revision this point. That is the fourth point. What is that? Double face. What is the relation with the previous verses? Hypocrites are crabs and fools, even though they claim to be reformers and smart. Allah continues to describe their behavior. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين سلام قول من رب الرحيم ربي يسر ولا تعسر واطمئن بالخير ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. The 2 days ayah lessons are number one, munafiqeens are double-faced and mockers. Second, Allah is prolonging them in the transgressions. And third one is they are loser and not guided. These are the three lessons we learn from this ayah. Let's recite these. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إن معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون الله يستهزئ بهم يمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. Let's proceed. Wow, why is a harf? Is a harf. La ku, la ku is a verb. La ku verb. Allazina is an is. Amanu is again a verb. Qalu again verb. Amanna again verb. Wa is a harf. Iza is a harf. Hello again is a verb. How we know? Wow alif is telling it's a plural of the past tense of third person. Ila is a harf. Shayatinihim. Shayatin is an ism and him is also an ism because this is a mean. Qalu is again verb. Inna. Inna. It is actually in and na. In is a harf, na is the zamir. So it's a combination of harf and zamir. Ma is again a harf. We have studied in QC1 Inda and Ma. So this is the same Ma. Is a Zamir. Indama, again, it's a combination of Inna and Ma, but here we will take as a single word. Indama. Nahnu is a Zamir in Ism. Mustahzirun. Yes, we have to consider this word because it's having a Dhamma in the initial. Any word having one Dhamma initial, we have to look after. So it is also actually is known, well and yastahziu, it is mudare because ilaman mudare ya is there. So it's a verb. Be him have two parts. Be means harf and him means zameen. That is a ism. وَيُمُدُّهُمْ wa, that is a letter harf. But yumuddu, ya is there. Ya is there. It is a mudari laman yumuddu, so it's a verb. Hum is again a ism in zamir. Fi is a harf. Tu yani again it's a combination of a two verb, two nouns. Tughyan, it's a noun, and him is the main noun. Ya'mamun, yes, here is the Ilamatul Mudari, and so it's a plural of the third person. Ulaika, it's an ism. It's called ism shara. And then is allazina, it's a ism masula, meaning sagina, no. Ishtaro is a verb, a plural because wow, when it's telling it's a plural of past verb. Dalalata. Alif Lam is telling is an ism. Dalalata is an ism. B is a harf and al-huda, it is again an ism. It's actually on the pattern of hadin, mahdun, hadun. That hada. Fama is a harf, fa is a harf, ma is a harf. It's a combination of that. Rabihat, Rabihat, it's again an ism. Tajaratu, Tajaratu is a verb and is a zamir. Wa is a harf, ma is a harf, kanu is a verb, muhtadin is an ism and a plural. Just like Muslimun, Muslimin, Muhtadun, Muhtadin. Let's to have the word by word translated. What is a and when? Laku, they meet. Laku, they meet. Laku, meet. Allazina, those who amanu, believe. When they meet those who believe, mean the Sahaba, Qalu, they say. These who means munafiqin. When these munafiqin meet those people who have brought the iman with the Sahaba, what they say? Qalu amanna. The munafiqin tells we believe, we believe. What is a and when? Hello, they are alone. They are hello, alone. Ila shayatinihim, with their evils, their leaders, their elders. They say, Kalu, they say, Inna, indeed we, Maku, we are with you. This was the double-faced action. When they meet those who were Sahaba or those believers, they say, we are with you. We are also have Iman. But when they meet their shayateen, their elders, their commanders, they used to say, we are with you. Actually, innama, actually we are mustahzun, we are mockers, we are joking, we are just making them fool. That were their words. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has narrated that. Why is and then laku, they meet allazina, those who amanu have become, mean the believer. Called amana, they say we have iman. So new word is laku, so we will have the phrase and the vice thrice. Why is mean? And when laku is a past tense. But when isra come, it takes the meaning in the present. When they meet. When they meet is a present translation. So let's revise. وَإِذَا لَقُوا وَإِذَا لَقُوا وَإِذَا لَقُوا, and when they meet. The next new word is وَإِذَا خَلَوْا. Wa mean and iza mean when. Hello mean they were alone. Hello is a past tense, but the translation is in present because iza has come. When iza comes before a past tense, it changes the translation into present. Wa iza hello, wa iza hello, wa iza hello. But when they are alone, the next word here is the mustahzi'un. Mockers. مستهزئون 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 mockers. Let's to have the explanation. When the hypocrites meet with the believers, they proclaim their faith and pretended to be believers, loyalists, and friends. They do this to devise the believers because they want to have a share of the benefits and the gains that the believers might possibly acquire, just like in war. Shayateen mean their leaders and the Jews of the Medina in those times who were working against the Islam. Allah, please revise or read this ayah at your own. Allah.
وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شيطانهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون.
Brother, you made 3 mistakes. Let's I correct them. This word is laku. If you say Elon, you will say laku. But when you join this, it becomes lakulla. Lakulla, this car will join with la. Lakulla zina. Lakulla zina. Second, here in you see on the word there is a standing sign of fatah. This is called a standing sign. Sha, ya, sha, ya, ya. You have to pull this sound above. Shayatinihim, shayatinihim. Because shaitan is the singular, shayatin is the plural. Plural is shayatin. So it's actually shia. You have to pull this sound. Shayatinihim. The third here, this meme is joining the scene. Mustah, ta is with ha. Mustahzi'un. So listen me once more. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَإِذَا لَقُوا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَإِذَا خَلَوْا إِلَى شَيَاطِينِهِمْ قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون. Good. Now let's have the next part. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu yastahzi. Allah yastahzi. Mudare. It's a verb. Ya is a element. Yastahzi. Walks. Be him. Be. It's a separate.
يمدهم
It's a
في
separate. With a
طغيانهم
heart or letter.
transgression.
And why you muddu? Yamuddu means why is a harf. And yamuddu. Look, yamuddu ilamat mudare. Nun is a zamir. Wayumuddukum. So there are three. One is harf, other is a one, other is a ism. Fi mean in. Tughyanihim. Tughyani, that is again a type of ism. And him is a ism. Yamahun, again it's a mudare. Ilamat mudare is there. Wow, nun is the plural. So this is again the word. Let's have word trans. Allah yastahzi. Allah mocks bihim at them. Vayumudduhum and prolong. Muddu means mud. We say not mud. Mud means prolong. Vayumudduhum and prolongs them. Fi tuyanihim in their transgressions. Ya'mahun while they wander blindly. Yamha means blind. So the new word is yastazi. We will repeat it thrice loudly. We will use the formula R5S 10 loud. Mean we will relax, take a deep breath, then we will use our all the five senses, mean hearing, watching, speaking, thinking, and movements, etc. And then we will say it's for 10 minutes loud, so we should listen. So let's revise. Allahu yastazi, Allahu yastazi, Allahu yastazi, Allah mocks. The next word is yamudu and tughyan, both are the new. So we will repeat this again. We will repeat thrice. وَيَمُدُّهُمْ فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ وَيَمُدُّهُمْ فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ وَيَمُدُّهُمْ فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ وَمِنْ أَنْ يُمُدُّ prolong them في من عند طغيان mean transgression him there. So and prolongs them in their transgression. The next new word is yamahun. So we will revise its R5S 10 loud. Mean for 10 seconds we loudly say this with using our five senses. So yamahun, yamahun, yamahun mean while they wander blindly. Let's to take the explanation. Allah's mocking is that He is letting them live in a Muslim society where they are protected. They may think that they succeeded in dividing Muslims, but in the hereafter He will send them to the hell. So please repeat this at your home. Allah.
الله يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون. Allah yastahzi'u, Allah mocks bihim at them, وَيَمُدُّهُمْ and prolongs them, فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ in their transgression, يَعْمَهُونَ while they wander blindly.
Thank you. So let's have the next part. Bismillah ar-Rahman. أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. أولئك is اسم إشارة, so it's an ism. Those الذين is again ism because it's an ism مفعول. Then those who اشتروا is a verb. Wow alif is telling it's a past verb of plural of the third person. اشتروا means they have purchased. Dalalata. It's ism because alif lam telling is ism. And dalalata telling is a feminine word. And it's a singular. Dalala means error. Bil huda is two part. B is the harf. And al-huda is a noun because alif lam is there. Al-huda means noun, means guidance. Fama is again is a harf. It's actually combined with fa and ma, no, but used as mean so. Fama means so. Rabihat. Rabihat again is a negation, did not profit. Tijarat means tijarat, that is a ism here, coming as a verb, but it's actually ism. Hum is an ism. Tijaratuhum, their commerce, mean their business. Wama and the kanu muhtadun, they were guided. They were not guided. Please note that this ayah is on the next page but is related to this pointer. Let's take word for word translation now and we have it. Let's to see the new word. New word here is the ishtaro and dalala. So we will repeat it thrice. Ishtaro dalalata, ishtaro dalalata, ishtaro dalalata mean have purchased here. Error. The next is Bilhuda. It's a new word. We will revise history using or 5s and loud. Bilhuda, Bilhuda, Bilhuda in exchange for guidance. The next here is Bihat. It's a new word. Tijaratu is a new word. So we remember in phrase form, we will have the R, 5s, loud and loud. We will say, فَمَا رَحْبِحَتْ تِجَارَتُهُمْ فما ربحت تجارتهم فما ربحت تجارتهم. Here the next muhtadin is a new word. So we will have the phrase to memorize it and use the or 5s and loud. وما كانوا muhtadin. وما كانوا muhtadin. وما كانوا muhtadin. And they were not guided. Let's have the translation. Fama rabihat. Famin so not. Rabihat did profit. Tijaratuhum their commerce. Wama kanu muhtadun mean? Wama means not. Kanu, they were. Muhtadin guided. And they were not guided. They are ultimately loser because they will end up in a eternal hell at the end, on the day of judgment. Don't ever call someone munafiq. Only Allah knows what is in the heart. No, there is another word. Allah has to call them munafiqin because He knows them, but we don't know who is munafiq and who is not. So if anybody say I am Muslim and he says or recite the kalma, shahad, you have to accept it. You can't say you are not Muslim. So we can't say with confidence who is munafiq or who is not munafiq. Yes, kafir we can say because those who clearly say we don't believe in their kafir. Or the people who are following the other religions are not even following, just like communists and socialists, we can say they are kafir. But we can't say the munafiq to somebody who says, I believe in Allah. Though he is not having belief in Allah, we have to believe in him. He is saying correct. Let's worry about ourselves. Check the deficiencies in us. We should consider ourselves. Are we Muslim? Are we not munafiq? We have to look into it. Advise others without any feeling that you are great. Allah, please repeat this ayah.
Okay, I'll do this. أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين.
Read the translation.
Yeah, those are the ones who have purchased error in exchange for guidance, so did not profit their commerce. and they were not guided.
Yes, anyone, somebody else want to do? Please do it.
Okay, I
Yes,
will do.
Mujib. Okay, brother, if you want, okay, you should.
أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. أولئك الذين, those are the ones who اشتروا ضلالة بالهدى, have purchased error in exchange of guidance. فما ربحت تجارتهم, so did not profit their commerce. وما كانوا مهتدين, and they were not guided.
Good, excellent. Yes, Mujib, do you want to revise?
I just did before him.
Okay, okay.
One more time.
Let's to have,
One more
there is a
time,
one
I can
point
do it.
I must emphasize. Look, this word, Rabihat Tijaratun. Here is a ta with sakun, and here is ta with shad. When sakun and shad come combined, we don't pronounce the first word.
Idgham.
Here, this ha is directly joining this ta with the shad. So we say Rabihat Tija. This ha actually joining it. We are not saying Rabihat Tijaratun. Rabihat Tijaratun, we are not saying 3 times ta. We are saying 2 times ta. Because the earlier one ta is sakun, just like we say in our tables when there is a, we say da'at, da'at, we drop the sakun letter. Here is the point that this ta is not being pronounced here. This ta is directly going to this ta. We have only 2 tas. Sorry. Rabihati, Rabihati, 2 only. I'm not saying Rabihatati, Rabihatati. I'm not saying 3 tas because this first ta, due to the spoon, has no sign. It will be silent. Let's see when when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed. They say, should we believe as the fools have believed? Indeed, they themselves are the fools, but they do not know. This is the translation of complete. And when they meet those who believe, what they say? They say, we believe. But when they are alone with their evil ones, mean the leaders, they say, indeed, we are with you. We are not with them. We are just mocking. We are joking with them. That was their behavior. And Allah has clearly told their behavior how they were pretending. They were pretending to be Muslim, but actually they were not Muslim. They were not with them. They were with their leaders and Jews and the prophets, and not. So they were not. Allah mocks at them and prolongs them in their these transgressions, and they did not know that what is happening with them. So the lesson from these ayah is munafiqeens are double-faced and mockers. Allah is prolonging them in transgression, and they are loser and not guide. Let's to pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make me and you all a true believer. Help me and you deal with the people sincerely and have a plan, inshallah. We will never mock any person. Let's to take the asma and afal from this lesson. Shaitan is a singular, shayateen is the plural. So it is shayateen. It is shayateen. Okay. The next is mustahziun. Mustahziun is a singular and plural is mustahziun and mustahziin. The next is muhtadin. Muhtadin, the plural is muhtadun and muhtadin. Let's to have the 3 letters sound. Amia, Amia, Yamahu, Ehma, Amir, dash, Ama. And the next is Rabia, Yarbahu, Irba, Rabi, Marbu, Raba, Riba, sorry. And then we have the table. We are in short of time, so I just simply revise the table without translation. Amiha, Amihu, Amita, Amihtu, Amihtu, Amena, Amiha. Yamahu, Yamahuna, Tamahu, Amahu, Tamahuna, Amahu, Tamahu. Ihma, Ihmahu, La Tahma, La Tamahu, Amyun, dash, Am. It doesn't have a food. The next is Rabia. Rabiha, Rabihu, Rabihta, Rabihtu, Rabihtu, Rabihna, Rabihat. Yarbahu, Yarbahuna, Tarbahu, Arbahu, Tarbahuna, Narbahu, Tarbahu. Irbah, Irbahu, La Tarbah, La Tarbahu. Rabihun, Marbuhun, Rabah. Rabah means force. On the weak letter here is one khala, khala, yakhlu, ukhlu, khalin, dash, khuni. That's the table. Khala, khalo, khalauta, khalautu, khalautu, khalauna, khalat. Yakhlu, yakhluna, takhlu, akhlu, takhluna, nakhlu, takhlu. Ukhlu, ukhlu, la takhlu, la takhlu. Khalin, dash, khalun, or khaluwatun. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين سلام قول من رب الرحيم ربي يسر ولا تيسر وتمر بالخير ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Let's to have the grammar part.
Allah.
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Understand Al-Quran the easy way. Course for grammar with page to page pointer D. Today we will study the Hada table. Before going, let's to have the basic table of Fa'ala. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'alna, we did. Fa'alat, she did. Yafalu, he does or will do. Yafaluna, they do or they will do. Tafalu, you do or you will do. Afalu, I do or I will do. Tafaluna, you all do or you will do. Yafalu, we do or we will do. Tafalu, she does or she will do. If'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La tafal, don't do. La tafalu, don't do you all. Fa'il, the doer. Maf'ul, the one who is being affected. Fail, to do or act of doing. We know weak letters of three types, wa, ya, and al. When they come in any verb, they make it a weak verb, just like bahaba. Wow is there, so it's a weak verb. Wa'ada, wow is there, so it's a weak verb. Kala, alif is there, so it's a weak verb. We have to remember three things about the weak. First is that they come on the style or pattern of the Fataha yaftahu, Nasara yansuru, Daraba yadribu, Samya. Means the weak words also form table on the pattern of these sound words. This is the first point. Second point is they are weak, so they get tired. When they get tired, they disappear from the word. Or they replace each other. Just like wow, when get tired, it calls ya and alif. Alif and ya may come in place. When ya get tired, it called waw and alif. Maybe waw or alif come in place. When alif get tired, he calls waw and ya to come back. So this is their internal. So they help each other. Let's to have the third thing today where we have started. Learn about the big word. First, whenever you see a alif coming in the past of a big word, then understand what this is not the actual letter. The actual letter may be waw and ya in place of this. When you see alif in a past letter, just kala, zada, da'a, hada, there is a alif. This alif is not real. Actually, it either is a ya or it is a waw. So, which are appearing, the example, look, kala and da. Actually, this alif is coming in place of waw. In case of kada and zada, the alif is coming in place of ya. Look, when we take the root letter of kala, they are kaf, waw, lam. It means the alif is actually in the place of waw. And da, if we see the root letter, that is dal, waw, n. So it means this alif is in place of waw coming in. Take the next, kada. The root letter of kada is kaf, ya, dal. It means ya is being replaced by alif. And Zada has the Zayada. So this alif is in place of Ya. So sound words are Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samina. And the weak words are Wahaba, Wada, Kala, Zada, and Da'a and Hada. And the word with the double letters are Zanna and Dalla. And the word with the Hamza, they are Amara, Salaka. So they are the four patterns of word. One is called sound word, just like Fatiha, Nasara, Dalla. Others are called weak word, just like Wahaba, Wa'adas, Kala, Zada, Da'a, Hada. You will study these in this class. And the next which are not appearing and looking there, Sa, Zada, Sha, Masa, Vasa, you will study in QC3. So we are not touching them, but they are the part of these tables. Then we have the double letters word like Zanna and Dalla. We have studied the Zanna and Dalla in QC1. Then Amara. Amara is also the part of separate tablet. It's a separate table among words. Amara, Sa'alaka. So we say, open the Quran, Fataha, Allah will help you, Nasara, otherwise you will hit Daraba, therefore listen, Samiha. And for the week we say, Allah will give promise. From you we say, Wahaba, he gave. From promise we say, Wa'ada, he promised. And in fact, he said he will give more. From said we say Kala. Kala means he said. From promise we say Zada. Give more, we say Zada. He increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From pray we say Da, he prayed. From guidance we say Hada, he gave. So by these three phrases or sentences, we memorize Wahaba, Wa'ada, Kala, Zada, Da, Hada. And remember, this Kala, Zada, Dad, Hada, they have a alif. This is also alif. So they are not original. They are in the place of Wow or either Ya. Hada, look, there is a Ya. Hada, this is a Ya. It making is a weak letter. Next you have the table. Hada, he guided. Hado, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitu, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Yes, now it's your turn. Who would like to revise, please come up. Yes, brother Hubble, you raise hand, please revise this table.
Hada, he guided. Hadao, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided.
Good. Anybody else want to revise? Okay. No one? Let's proceed. We have spoken on Hal Hada is for Hua, so it will have the same Naam Hada. No change. In Hada, Hada. If I say Hal Hado, again it's for him, so no change. We will say Ma Hado. Look here, we are not using Naam. We are saying Ma. Because giving Hada is the job of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody else can. So here we are saying Ma Hada. We are not given Hada. They are not given Hada. They, Hal Hadaita, have you given a Hada? No, we will say Ma Hadaitu. I have not given a Hada. Hal Hadaitum, have you given the Hada?
Ma hadaina.
Remember one thing, in past we use word ma for the negation or the no. When we want to say no, we use ma in Madi. Ma in Madi, ma for the no in Madi. Ma for Madi we have. So there are two words in answer. Normally answer with yes or with no. If I ask, have you gone to zoo? If you have gone, you will say, yes, I went to zoo. Or if you are not, you will say, no, I have not gone to zoo. So there are always two answers of a question, either a yes or a no. In the same way, Arabic, we also have two answers, either with naam or with Mazi with ma. When we will study the Mudari, then we will see there is another word la which is used in Mudari for the la. So making their Mudari, we went to the table of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samya and placed this Hada there. When we placed in front of Samya, it was not matching because here is a standing Dhamma, standing Fatah, but there is a the requirement is of Kasra. There is no Kasra on Hadiya, but this is Mahdiya, so we can't make it from it. When we try to make it from Fatah, Fatah has Fataha Yaftahu, the word become Hada Yahda. It is Zabar, so it is the Fatah, it got the Fatah. When we went to the Nasar and Yasar, there is a Dhamma, so it become Hada Yahdu, because this is Dhamma, this should be Dhamma. When we put it in front of the Rabbi, it becomes Hada Yahdi, because it's Kasra, it's Kasra. Now pronounce them. Yah, Yahda, Yahda, Yahdu, Yahdi. This is soft to pronounce. It's easy to pronounce. So what we do, we took this. This is the Mudari. Let's to have the Mudari table from. Yahdi, he guides or we guide. Yahduna, they guide or they will guide. Ahdi, you guide or you will guide. Ahdi, I guide or I will guide. Tahduna, you all guide or we guide. Nahdi, we guide or we guide. Tahdi, he guides or we will guide. Yes, now it's your turn. Who will like to revise? Please revise this table. Okay, brother Habli Musa, you raise the hand.
Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Yahdi, you guide. Ahdi,
Tahdi, Tahdi, you guide.
Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides.
Good, excellent. Anybody else? Okay, no one is. So let's go have the spoken habit of that. Hal Yahdi, as Hada is the Allah subhanahu job, nobody else can. So we'll say La Yahdi. Look, here in Mutari I'm using La. In Madi, I was using ma.
Ma.
Father, no. So this difference you should keep in mind when we want to say no or negation. In Madi, we use the word ma. And when we want to negate or say something no in the Mudare, here we use the word la. Hal yahduna la
La yahduna.
Hal tahdi. When come tahdi, it must return to ahadi.
Ahad.
You see, la ahadi, la ahadi. If I ask hal tahduna, tahduna should return to nahdu. So
Nah.
answer will be la nahdu, la nahadi. Let's have an addition word. Hal yadi al ahadan. Have you given to anyone hadayat? Yes.
La yahdi ahad.
He has not given a hadayat to anyone. Hal yahduna ahadan? La yahduna. But when I ask you, hal tahdi ahadan? You will say la ahadi ahadan. And when I ask the plural, hal tahduna ahadan? You will say, what you will say no?
La nahdi ahad.
La nahdi, because that is a plural, so we will take the plural word here. Okay. No, can you hear me and see?
Yes, yes.
I have shifted from the device, so there will be a little change because another class is running on the second device.
Okay.
Now to make the amr, what we do, we take mudari. This is in madi hada. We take the mudari. This is yahdi. The pattern of making amr is we remove the ilamat mudari. We make the last letter sakun. Here is already sakun. So when we remove the ya, that is ilamat mudari, the left, and this is ya is a weak letter. So it also vanishes. So left is ha with sakun and dal. It cannot be pronounced because sakun letter cannot start with any sound. So we bring a hamza in front with kasra. When we bring the hamza with kasra, it becomes ehdi, ehdi. So ehdi is the amal. Let me have the table from ehdi. Ehdi, ehdu, ehdi. We have ehdu. Ehdi means you hada. Ehdu give you all hada. The next is la tahdi. Don't give hada. La tahdu. Don't give hada. Yeah. Have the amr, oh sorry, file hadin, the person who gives the hada, mahdiyun, the one who is given. Hudan or hadaya. It has two masdar. Mean hudan or hadaya mean you give hada. Let's you have the complete. Hada, he guided. Hadau, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Mudare, Yahdi, he guides or will guide. Yahduna, they guide or they will guide. Tahdi, you guide or you will guide. Ahdi, I guide or I will guide. Tahduna, you all guide or you will guide. Nahdi, we guide or we guide. Tahdi, she guides or will guide. Eh, guide. Ihdu, guide you all. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdi, don't guide you. Hadi, the one who guides. Mahdi, the one who is being guided. Hudan or Hadan, to guide. Now it's your turn. Who would like to do? Yes, I see Brother Asif, you are on mute. Do you want to revise? Please revise.
Yes, Anshu. Hada, he guided. Hadao, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guide. Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you all. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you all. Hadin, the one who guides. Muhdin, the one who is guided. Hudan, hidayah, guidance.
Yes, Habli Musa, you also raise the hand. Please revise this table.
Hada, he guided. Hadau, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides. Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you all. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you all. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdi, the one who is guided. Hidayah or Hudan, guidance.
Good. The six keys are Hada, he guided. Yahdi, he guides. Ihdi, guide. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdin, the one who is guided. Hudan or Hada, guide. Here you have to keep this hada, hadau, hadaita, till hadaita. There is no dhamma. They all are with fatah. And in Madi, in the Mudare, this fatha come back. Yahdi, Yahduna. And the again the Dhamma come back. Ihdi, Ihdu. Hadin, the plural is Hadun. Hadin is with the double kasra, but plural will be Hadun with the Dhamma. Let's have the question answer. And for every nation is a guide. Walikulli walakulli qawmin hadin. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Please translate it in English. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Guide us on the right path.
Good. And the next question is هل هديتم أحدا? What will be the answer?
Ma hadain.
هدينا.
Ma hadaina ahad.
ما هدينا. Tum always written for na. ما هدينا. We have not got it because hada is the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the hada pattern, we have a jaza table. Look at jaza, jaza. It is jazo. It is jazo actually. I'm sorry, it's written like this. Jazaita, jazaitu, jazaitum, jazaina, jaza. Mudari yajzi, yajzuna, tajzi, tajzi, tajzuna, nazzi, and tajzi. This is again not written. Actually, it's copied, so copied has been comes out of mazi instead of mudari. Izzin, izzu, la tajzi, la tajzu, jazin, jazin, majun, and jazan. Let's to have the complete table. It's correct. Yes. Who would like to revise this complete table with translation? Please go ahead. Yes, Brother Asif. Okay,
Yeah.
how will you wait? Let the Brother Asif please.
Jaza, he rewarded. Jazaw, they rewarded. Jazaita, she rewarded. Jazaitu, I rewarded. Jazaitum, you rewarded. Jazaina, we rewarded. And
Jazat,
what is this?
Jazat,
Jazat,
she
she rewarded. Yeah. Yajzi, he rewards. Yazzuna, they reward. Tajzi, you reward. Ajzi, I reward. Tajzauna, you all reward. Najzi, we reward. Tajzi, she rewards. And it is the reward. Is zu reward you all. La tajir, don't reward. La la tajir, la tajru. Yeah, you don't reward. Jazin, rewarder. Maziyun, one is rewarded.
and
And
Jazaun, Jazaun,
reward.
Yes, Brother Habel, please.
Jaza, he rewarded. Jazao, they rewarded. Jazauta, you rewarded. Jazautu, I rewarded. Jazautum, you all rewarded. Jazauna, we rewarded. Jazat, she rewarded. Yajzi, he rewards. Yajizuna, they reward. Tajzi, you reward. Ajzi, I reward. Tajizuna, you all reward. Najzi, we reward. Tajzi, she rewards. Ijzi, reward. Ijzu, reward you all. La tajzi, don't reward. La tajzu, don't reward you all. Jazi, rewarder. Majizi, the one who is rewarded. Jaza, to reward.
Okay, let me revise this for the clear concept. Jaza, he divided. Jazo, they divided. Jazaita, Jazaita, you divided. Jazaitu, I divided. Jazaitu, you all divided. Jazaina, we divided. Jazat, she divided. Yajzi, he rewards or will reward. Yajzuna, they reward or they will. Tajzi, you reward or you will reward. Ajzi, I reward or I will reward. Tajzuna, you all reward. Najzi, we reward or we will reward. Tajzi, she rewards or will reward. Izzi, reward. Izzu, you all reward. La tajzi, don't reward. La tajzi, don't reward. Jazin, the one who rewards. Majzun, the one who is being rewarded. Jazaun. So, brother and sister, we have the strong word Fataha, Nasara, Darabasmi, the Vikar, Wahaba, Wahada, Kala, Zada. We have done this all, and today we this Da Yaduru and Hada Yahdi. So we have completed all them. We did the table of Wahaba, Wahaba, Yahabu, Hab, Wada, Ya'idu, Ud. Qala Yakulu Kul Zada Yazidu Zud Zid. Then we had yesterday Da Yadu Udu Hada Yahdi Ihdi. So this we have completed the set. Let's to have revision. Soundward, open the Quran, Fataha, Allah will help you, Nasara, otherwise you will hit Daraba, therefore listen, Samia. Allah will give you which promise from you we say Wahaba, he gave, from promise we say Wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give you more. From said we say Kala, he said, from give more, we say Zada, he gave more. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From pray, we say da, he prayed. From guidance, we say da, he guided. So, thus you remember them. Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Sama, they are the sound word. Wahaba, Wahada, Kala, Zada, Da, they are the weak. Wahaba, it come on the pattern of Fatah. Kala and Da, they come on the pattern of Nasr. Wada, Zada, Hada, they come on the pattern of Daraba. Samya pattern you will not study in this QC2, you will study in QC3. They are Masasha, just like this. Plus to have few questions answered before ending the session. Shaitan here refers to what? The leaders of hypocrites and Jews of Medina. And the word wa iza laku mean and when they meet. The next is wa iza laku, translate wa iza laku, but when they are alone. Wa iza khalu, but when they are alone. Wa yamudduhum mean and he prolongs them, mean Allah. But translate fi tuyanihim. Fi tuyanihim mean in their transgression. Don't ever call someone munafiqeen because we don't know who is munafiq or not. Only Allah knows. So never say you are munafiq. Until unless somebody clearly refuses Islam and denies Allah, then you can say he is kafir or you are kafir because you are refusing Allah. But munafiq is such a term, we are not sure about anybody. So we never say anybody you are munafiq. Munafiqeens are actually double-faced, loser and mockers, meaning they are making jokes. Three word keys of the Rabba is Rabba, Yarbau, Irba. Rabba, Yarbau, Irba. The Mudari fail of Khala is Yakhlu. Khala, Yakhlu. The plural of Shaitan is Shayateen. What is the plural of Shaitan? Shayateen. And what is the translation as Jazaitum? Jazaitum translation is, yes, you all rewarded. You all rewarded. Translation Vayahdihum, more than one translation possible, and he will guide them, and he guides them. The translation of Nahdi, Nahdi, we guide or we will guide, is a mudari, so it will have a two translation. Translate into Arabic, they guide, Yahduna, Yahduna. Translate was Sanadzu Shakirin, and soon we will reward the grateful. Hal Yahdikallah, Nam Yahdinallah. Ka will be changing now. Hal Jazahumullahu Khairun, whom has come, it will not change, so we'll say Nam Jazahumullah Khairun, the same answer and question. Hal Hadaya to Minallah, Hadaya is actually a third person form, so we'll say Nam al Hadaya Minallah. Three known keys of Hada is Hadin, Mahdun, Hada or Hidayah. So Hadin, Mahdun and Hidayah. The three words keep us Jazai, Jaza, Yadzi, Idzi. So Jaza, Yadzi, Idzi. So 7 homework, you know your two from Talawa, In QC2, you have to be for 10 minutes each, and then to study the book and the web code for 10 minutes, and then listen to 1 hour concise MP3 of the QC1 and talk about the course to somebody and recite different ayah. Always say Rabbi Zidni ilma and be a teacher. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Yes, here we complete our this lesson. Now it's your turn for the question and answer, please.